Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Media Hypocrisy by Driving More. Hi, I'm Paul, the guy behind Driving More, and if you enjoy my stuff then please do look at the link above if you're watching Periscope, or down below if you're watching YouTube, to become a patron of Driving More and help me support me to produce more videos for you for only $1 a month, or as little as $1 a month. Also, if you're watching this live, please do put some comments in, or watch the recording, and again also do comment and let's have a chat. I always love to talk about rugby. So today I'm going to talk about the hypocrisy of the media. About 2 years ago now I wrote a piece about rugby writing where I talked about the issues that the media, or the paid media at least, has. To start off with, there's too many people doing it for free, like me, so that's taking away part of their readership. Also, we as fans generally are not happy or not willing to pay for news and pieces on the internet, and if we're not willing to pay, then the only way that you can fund this is through advertising, really. And advertising at the end of the day comes down to the number of clicks we get, number of eyeballs you get on a piece, and and those clicks and those eyeballs really are not worth very much. It takes an awful lot of clicks or eyeballs to generate an income. For example, on drivingmore.com I have some word ads, and I've been told that I need to get into the hundreds of thousands of views a day to get to actually produce enough to create an income off. To give you an idea, over the past sort of 3 years that I've been doing it, I'm just about to reach 400,000 views. So a long way away from that being anything like viable. What does that mean? It means you get a lot of clickbait titles to try and get people to look at something. It also means that writers can only afford to spend a very short amount of time on any articles. So that means lots of regurgitation of facts and not much fact checking. A good example of that was when World Rugby talked about having a fairer schedule for the Rugby World Cup. Very few, if any, writers looked into it and went, hang on a second, Japan have got a very short turnaround between South Africa and Scotland. They really have no chance in that second game. And it turned out that's what it was. It wasn't as fair as people said, and so you get that regurgitation of facts. And you're getting something similar happening at the moment about World Rugby's new schedule post 2019 as well. People aren't looking into. People are just reading it. Oh, it's a lot more games for Tier 2 against Tier 1. It is, but, and there are a lot of buts around that, and you can go look at my video to find out what those are that I've done on that one. So it's you get that. You get a lot of so people won't fact check as much, and the other thing they will do is they'll jump on bandwagons, because if everyone else is writing it, then surely, hey, if I write a piece like that as well, I will get some traffic, and people will also read it. So you get a lot of bandwagoning, and you get a lot of articles just not bother with fact checking or delving deeper into the piece. And so, with all of that in mind, why am I talking about hypocrisy of the media? And this is around, again, it's another piece around the Super Rugby format. We've had, when Super Rugby expanded, every man and his dog, both paid and amateur or hobby media, decided that the conference format was bad, it was wrong, and that we would have a go at it. And in response, Super Rugby got Accenture in to say, hey, how should we actually have this? And Accenture came back and said, well, you shouldn't have expanded, you should be 15 teams, not 18. Now we've got to that, so now Sanzar are trying to reduce themselves down to 15 by saying, hey, we're going to get rid of basically the Kings, the Cheetahs and the Force are the ones that are on the block. As soon as that comes out, all of Australian media that's been saying how it's such a bad format and we need to reduce teams have come out now saying, you can't cut the Force, that's a really bad thing to do. Sorry guys, but you're the ones that just said we have to cut teams, and now you're coming out saying, no, don't cut that team. That Sanzar really are in a no-win situation here, and this is what I mean by the hypocrisy of the media. Is they've all gone and said, what you've done is wrong, and also what you're going to do to fix it is also wrong. Well, guys, you can't have your cake and eat it. You've got to choose one way or the other. But hey, that gets me some nice clicks by being controversial and anti-establishment. But when everyone is being anti-establishment, it becomes the establishment, doesn't it, really? Let's be honest. And so I think what we need, I'm going to say that I've always thought that the conferences should be expanding, not contracting. So I can say the force shouldn't go, it's a bad move. But the rest of the press aren't doing that. And I think we need support press or support people who have an opinion and stick to it, rather than just clicking on all these fun titles, because it's just leading to this bad, what I think is poor reporting, poor press, and that sort of stuff. So thank you very much for watching my little rant, because today is just a rant, really, about this. Please do go and have a look at my video about the Tier 2 nations. It's not as great a story as World Rugby would like you to think. And if you have liked this, then please do share or give it the old thumbs up on YouTube. And as I say, please do become a patron to support me to make more rants, more videos. The links above are in Twitter, and it's down below in the notes on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow when I'll do my Super Rugby predictions for round 7, I think it is. Cheers, guys.